Okay, so I finished up this Iroc. Turn it around here and show you. And it's ready to go. He's going to be coming shortly here to pick it up. He needs to go to the exhaust shop, and then it's going to come back for some tuning. But just kind of an overview. Yeah, some neat little things about it. This is a Camaro 6.2 water pump, right spacing for a truck. This is a regular tensioner that I cut and modified. It's the same thing I used on the 57, which is still in the back corner because I robbed this harness off of the 57 for this project. Cold air intake because it didn't, the original filters and stuff like that, it was too much of a transition here to actually, you know, make it work. I think these are Speed Engineering stainless headers, ICT billet, low mount power steering and alternator. It's a DR44, so it's a bigger alternator, pulse width modulated control. If I could have spent more time on something, I think it would have been the harness and everything. Had I made this harness for this car, I think I would have done it originally, which was in here and then down in the fender well, but this isn't too terrible. Maybe could make a nice cover over top of this. That could be, in my opinion, but this works. I got the fuse box right down here, nice and accessible, so you can just pop that off. It's close, but you can pop it off. This is the first time that I've used riv nuts on a project, and it was really nice for your throttle control module. Just drill a hole, put it in there, pop them in. Same thing for the fuse box. You can't see them, but you can kind of mount whatever anywhere, and it's instead of self tappers that come loose every single time. What else do we got on here? Aluminum rad, dual pass, wide core with electric fans. They both come on at the same time. I didn't sequence them or nothing. They just come on at the same time. So it'll, excuse me, burping here. It'll come on at the same time. There's no air conditioning on the car. If there was, then I'd sequence them, have one come on as soon as you pop the button on for the AC. Hey, look, there's an O-ring. Let's just chuck that away. What else? There's not a whole lot up in here. I try to keep it as clean as possible and accessible as possible. So there's not much more to see here. And the other stuff I could show you underneath is not, I can't, it's too low. Just see that another time maybe, I don't know. The transmission cooler, it's a Hayden, it's the largest Hayden transmission cooler they make. There's no way you can see it, but I just used 3/8 hose from there along the frame rail, under the engine, clamped it up nice, clamped to the front cross member down there, so it was all good. Man, it's not focusing now. Focus, there we are. And just used hard lines and compression union them together with push locks so it can't come apart, and put them into the transmission with new fittings. That all worked pretty good. There's a little bit of something I could do different, but it worked. So this is a T-top car, so got subframe stiffeners. That I can show you because it's right here. Oh boy, no light. Sure, you can see it right here, and they go underneath and connect the subframe. You can also see that tube right there that mounts the original torque arm to cross member that I made because there's no provision on the new 4L60s. As you can see, it's nice and flush underneath there. So I lied. I'll put my phone right here. You can see what's going on. That worked out really well. Actually, I thought that the subframe connectors would be more of a pain in the butt, but they weren't. They were very easy, and I think it'll make this a big difference because you can already tell with the TPI, I think there's some flexing going on. Inside, no wires hanging, no silly stuff. I guess there's those little wires there, which that was there before. I don't even know what it's for. It's something, but got this Intellitronics digital dash, and there were two blanks on either side. There you can see the other button. One is for the speedometer for performance mode stuff, and the other you set up your tachometer. And you just push them and it changes the settings, your odometer, trip meter, that sort of thing. And that all went good. I'm not a super big fan of how it mounted, and the oil pressure sender is stuck. It doesn't fluctuate hardly at all, and no response with Intellitronics as to what's going on there. This is a drive-by-wire harness, so that is a drive-by-wire throttle pedal that has been modified. Probably the biggest modification on this car is getting that to fit, and it's the angles of the firewall going that way and the pedal having to sit this way. But I used the 86 pedal and just welded it on there. Works great. Fitment, great. No problems there. So, yeah, there she is. 1986. Don't look at that. Don't look at that. It's not my car, so these are things from 1986. You know, this is 2021. It's bound to see some different issues. When I got the car here, I had no reverse lights. It didn't work at all. And in Manitoba here, there was a time where you had to, if you got a car like this that's easy to steal because it's an S10 in a car form. So it's like you break the ignition lock and you can just steal it. So MPI, Manitoba Public Insurance, had for a while a program where you had to bring the vehicles in and put an immobilizer, which is a box with two relays, and it had to see a resistor pallet that came by a inductive loop in order to turn two relays on, one for the start and one for, I think, the powertrain control, whatever. And when this car came here, that was acting up, and it was a piece of garbage. So the guy that owns this car, I told him, I said, I hope you weren't emotionally attached to this module because I took it out. It was causing all sorts of issues. So he said, can I come get it? Yeah, come get it. He sent me a picture. About 20 minutes later, he blew it up with a shotgun. So I put a hidden switch in here that you can deactivate the whole EFI system. It won't turn on. You can't steal the car. You can't even hotwire the car unless you know where this switch is. It's in a clever spot, so forget about even trying to steal it. So that's the end of that. He's going to be back for tuning after the exhaust is on. It's open headers right now, so he's going to load it on a trailer today and bring it to an exhaust shop on Thursday. So we'll see where it's going to end up. But it's great. I get to do everybody else's LS swaps and don't make any progress on the 57 or my RX-7. So at least I get to drive my S10. That's the only thing that I'm like half done, 3/4 done. I get to drive. So that's it. So